Good night, everyone. I don't know why you kept on playing.
Mixing
But
it up.
yeah, I don't know why. Welcome up to our channel to Security on DeFi with the Rise Up team. And tonight we have Ty with us. Good night, man. How you doing? Thank you for showing up.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. Christine's saying hello. Hey, Christine. Thank you for being here. Uh, I just tagged you guys on Twitter, so go there, like and retweet, tag refugee. Let me actually send it on the groups as well before we go on. Where's the one that says we're live? Hold on.
I see it.
Yeah, why isn't it showing up for me on my Twitter?
Technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, right? That's interesting. But what's up, guys? How you doing? What's up, Paretta? Good to see you here. Good to know that everything's good. Love to see you guys here, always hanging out with us, especially you that did go through not such an easy, right? Whenever you go through a health situation, it's not easy, right? But good to see you here. It's always good when I see you. I see that everything's okay. But Ty, what's up, man? How you feeling tonight? What are you feeling on bringing to the table? What are you feeling on feeding the people with security tonight?
I'm not real sure, to be honest with you. It's been kind of a crazy week for the Rise Up team. So we've got a lot going on, and I really didn't get a lot of time to prepare. I was hoping that maybe some people have some questions over anything we've talked about, maybe tracking wallets or anything like that. If possible, maybe we can answer some questions.
Yeah. I mean, this is a free flow channel, right? We always talk about it, what we're feeling on the day. And security is something that we can always go back to everything because no matter
Exactly.
how many times you say it, people always either forget or they seem not to listen. And there are always, good steps, and I wouldn't even say good steps. I would say necessary steps that you need to take along the way so you can be wealthy on the crypto space, right?
Well,
And
you have to make sure you do everything the right way for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of people waiting in line to take it, so make sure you do it right to make it hard. I'm not just talking about security, but taxes, everything. You got to do it the right way, because if not, you could make a whole bunch of money. There's nothing worse than making a lot of money and then all of a sudden not having anything. Because
they
you
broke
didn't do it.
down. They broke down that lottery winner and how much taxes, just considering where they live. That was like almost 49% of their winnings gone to taxes. Granted, that's a one-time lump sum that's going to be paid out by one entity, but with this, it's going to be over a period of time to where you can withdraw either a large sum of profit or to have residuals to live off of in some particular projects. But you withdraw $100, put $30 in savings, $35 in savings, right? Pre-plan for if you want $100,000, you got to have $140,000 to cover the taxes.
Yeah.
Let it sit there, and guess what? You can put that into another wallet to where it earns the reflections, and you get free money on top of the money that you have saved aside, making money for you anyway. So that's what I plan on doing. There will be eventually come to a point, if you're lucky enough and position yourself enough in this game, this crypto game, and you're able to generate passive income, there will be a point to somebody's going to get lucky, and there's been plenty of people who've been lucky, and like I said, they live off purely reflections. It's already happening, and we already see it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely people get lucky. People do their due diligence, and sometimes it's better than luck, that it's more informed. It's at the very least, it's educated luck, right?
Yeah.
Because if you can at least put your money in projects that are not designed to take it from you, then that's at least about 90% of the battle right now, if you want to know the truth.
Yeah.
So if you can stay out of those projects, your luck gets a lot higher in that you actually have people working towards the goals that they are saying, and understand there's work involved, and, and all of that is concerned that things don't happen overnight. If people start telling you this is going to happen, then this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, either they've already got it all or that's not all going to happen. So.
Well, society is so tailored for an instant gratification now. It's an instant reward system now. You do something cool, you get a like, you get a retweet, you get a promo, you get a something. It's subconscious, passive positive reinforcement, but it's for the wrong reasons. It leads back into finances as well too, because then when you see something, you want it now, you hear somebody, you see somebody, you try to compare yourself to those same people, but you weren't never in the same position to do so. If you're smart, like I said, if you're smart enough, you can surely position yourself in this market to reap the benefits down the road, especially knowing that the company or the investment that you invested into is actively working towards building a better tomorrow for that company. They say 90 to 95% of crypto projects die within the first few months. So anything that lasts this long, I mean, how tired can you get for saying it's a scam and it's a rug pull, for a year? But like I said, the knowledge is what's going to get you there. Knowledge is what's going to carry you through the bear market, and knowledge is what's going to help you position yourself. For every wave, whales will fall off. People will take profit. And if you position yourself, you may become the next whale. There's good whales and bad whales, of course. And like I said, that plays into security too, is you got to look at who all the big initial players are, who got, trillions of tokens for a few $100s or thousands of dollars versus somebody else who got, billions of tokens for thousands of dollars. Made money or profit money is easier to spend and sit on than
about money, man. We're in a bear market. I don't want to know about money. I don't want to remember all of that numbers.
The bull market could start tomorrow. Today's the day when it's to prepare for that, because it's the bear market shakes them out, but when you're going to succeed, you're going to prepare yourself for the bull run that's going to come. And if you can position yourself properly, this is where the wealth is made. This is where real wealth is made in a bear market. So
I'm gonna tell you what. I think I've made I can't say every single possible mistake in crypto.
I have. I know I have.
I think I have done almost all of the checklist.
Yeah.
I've
got videos of me pacing back and forth, just hitting myself in the head going, why did I do that? Why did I sell? Why did I sell? Stupid.
But I'm going to tell you guys something. Every time you get more knowledge, and every time you learn, right? And this time I'm positioning myself in a more consistent way, of being on the crypto game. I feel like it's crazy to think about Bitcoin's at 20K, like, in November, October, if we would say that, everybody would be like, hell yeah, I wish I could buy in 20K. And, right now we're seeing that situation. I also understand everything that's going around. And if you zoom out on the chart in Bitcoin, you're going to see that the cycle has a period that usually takes in between a few years, right? In bear market, and then, the market picking up, and then the bull run for a few months. We get the altcoin seasons and all that. So right now, ain't nothing better to do than, stop looking at your wallets, by the way. Oh my God, that's like hitting yourself in the head every day, and making yourself feel more miserable. And that's definitely not the way to do it. Don't be checking your wallets. When you don't check your wallets, you actually feel a lot better, right? I don't care how much money you have, because in all-time high, all of us had a lot more money than we have right now. So I don't care how much money you had, either $1 or $1 million or whatever it is. But it's like you said, Ty, this is the period where rich people become rich, or I can say wealthy. right? Because this is the time that everything's so cheap. I was looking at the numbers and I'm like, wow, that's like picking up into some tokens back in June, in May of 2021, or even less than that. So it's a good opportunity, a good chance, to be re-entering. By the way, none of this that we say here, it's financial advice whatsoever, right? But this is just regular members of the community, speaking our opinions about it. So I think this is like the period of time that $50 a week, $100 a week, $1,000 a week, whatever money you receive a week or you can spend a week or a month, it's definitely going to make a huge difference in the next cycle. And the next cycle we're going to see, it's going to be something totally different. Because just think about this. If we go back to old previous in history has shown that Bitcoin always go past the previous all-time high, and usually it's a lot more. Last time was what, 17K, and then we went up to 69, right? If I'm not mistaken, am I correct?
Yep.
And so you see that big difference, right? That's what? That's 200, 300, almost 400% on Bitcoin, 300 something percent, I think. That's a huge increase, right? And we saw what happened to the altcoins during the bull run mark. Oh my God, it was crazy. Every day was making so much money. Like projects would come out only with a name and they would make a lot of money. So it was like it was like crazy, and because a lot of money was flowing in, right? So if we stop and think about it, the next bull run, the lows, it's gonna be the last all-time high. It should be, right, according to previous history. So
Exactly.
if the next the next low, it's gonna be around 69. I mean, we're hitting 150, 140, 120, something like that. That's my idea of happening. And we can go even further than that. All we need is some big company like I don't know, Microsoft or whatever, man. Some big company be like, yeah, we definitely need to make this happen already, and I'm going all in. Everybody's gonna follow right after. And
Yeah.
a lot of the companies already are positioning themselves in the blockchain and even buying websites that already have the name. Because people are smart, right? You know how they go and buy Nike.Ethereum, right? And then Nike is gonna need to use Ethereum in the future, and then they're gonna buy. They actually bought it for 87 Ethereums. That Nike.Ethereum. So the company's already positioned themselves. So next
There's
time we
still
see
people. There's still people profiting off of the .com naming boom from 20 years ago. A lot of these websites, that people were thinking about 20 years ago, people are making millions of dollars off that right now. And what did they buy them for? 99 cents. So you never know. When something comes out, there's people actually registering websites every single day and buying website names and domain names every single day. Isn't there supposed to be a new address merge for the internet here soon too, within the next few years? Because we're running out of addresses, Ty?
I'm not sure, to be honest. That would be a
Yeah.
good question for James. I'm not exactly sure.
I'd never
Haven't
thought
heard it.
I never thought I'd read an article where it says, we're running out of website addresses on the internet because the internet's supposed to be infinite for the most part per se. But well, that's how much information is out there. So much the internet needs new protocols for domain names because it's so full. I can imagine what the website growth per day is, or even per hour, even per hour for the internet is.
Yeah, well, you have to consider what it has become a place for people to put their thoughts, and it's not just it's creative thoughts, it's technical thoughts, it's scientific thoughts, it's there's every kind of thought you can imagine,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all being broadcast across the internet, and all of that information, that covers every category. That's like putting people's brains directly online. You know what I mean?
What if the internet actually became the first entity to gain a conscience from all the information?
I mean, think of the information that Google collects on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's
I
just
mean,
immense.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable, and it's where the real money is, to be honest. So data collection is exactly where the big money is made. So
it's gonna get to a point where everybody's gonna need to use crypto. I'm not saying it's gonna be next year, but I'm saying it's gonna get to that point. And like I was saying, the next cycle, I believe it's gonna be something huge, comparing the highs to the next low, and that should be amazing for the altcoins. And for a project like that's been consolidating, like 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧, like Saitama and others, once we get to the bull run, then everybody who bought in early, they're gonna be, making a lot of money, and especially if you do have, or you do buy a project that it has staking, right? That you earn on top of what you already have. So I'm excited. For me, the next bull run will definitely be marked down in history, and it will be definitely the great time of my life. So I'm excited for that, waiting for it. Refugees stayed all quiet.
Sorry about that. My wife was talking to me.
Yeah, my oh, I don't have a wife. Never mind.
I just got people call me and message me today. I was supposed to be on an event.
The thing about crypto is I feel like when I talk to people is I just say, like it or hate it, crypto's coming. Yep. So at the very least, it's within it's your responsibility to prepare yourself for that. Whether it gets full adoption, whether or not, that's still coming. You still you're going to need to be knowledgeable. You're going to be asked to vote on laws that will affect you, and you need to understand them. So because at some point it's going to get pushed to that extent, because it's a pretty big thing. And then when the government starts to kind of get behind it and push it, well, then now you got to consider those repercussions also. So, but that's why at the very least you need to get in, you need to be in crypto and understand it. That's not financial advice. If you just want to get in it and understand it, you don't have to spend any money to do that. But it's within your interest to understand what crypto is and how it works.
Yeah, who's going to prepare your children for the next wave of financial future? People our age, juniors on the younger side, but even at our age, it's pertinent that we have, the next 25 years of our lives before retirement to actually acclimate ourselves to the new crypto financial situation we have here. It's changing that way. And imagine if you're sitting here watching people making money off crypto, and you've been working your ass off. Imagine how much more shitty you're going to beep. How much more crappy you're going to feel. My apologies. How more crappy you're going to feel when you're older and you're living off retirement while other people are taking advantage of the crypto market because they learned. It would seem like an unfair disadvantage to you because you did not learn and get the education and prepare yourselves. But yeah, financial security is education too. That's a big thing, is learning. Learning is the key to everything. And I've got, like I said, I've got my nephews who are 8, 10, and 11 into our project. And, hopefully when they get a little bit more sense, I can talk to them, a little bit older, I can talk to them about what crypto is and teach them about this stuff. Because his parents, my brother, he's not a tech guy like me. But in order to teach them, even teach my other brothers too, crypto, they're going to have, one brother's a doctor, his wife's a doctor. They're going to have good money. And I would love for them to be able to invest into something to where it's going to make their life easier. Because if you're financially secure, your work is better too. Your work, especially when you're a doctor, the stresses of money and financial strain on a doctor, who, especially in the medical profession, translates into the quality of work that doctor does in any field.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. I have found that now, although my children aren't involved in crypto, they're pretty young, but at the same time, they've grown up in the world of video games and using their Robux or whatever to buy whatever, and they kind of get it already. You know, they already expect that it should be
They're
easier
already
than
in the
what it is.
metaverse.
Yeah, you know, they already understand that, hey, you know, this should be easier than what it is. I shouldn't have to worry about dollar bills.
Just like,
You know,
just like I'm gonna say we based on myself, right? But just like when we were little, when
Was that 2010? Was that
I used to
2010?
go turn on the TV and or put a tape to play, and my father would ask me, "How do you know all of that? How do you know what's played, what's recorded, what's what I mean?" And that was so easy. I'm like, "How do you not know how to turn it on and put it to play?" Right? So, so like
Just
now
generational differences.
kids are with that idea in terms of blockchain. I wouldn't say blockchain, but crypto and yeah, blockchain. Metaverse is a blockchain. So metaverse, blockchains in general, and kids already know that. Like whole blocks, right? Like a lot of kids play that. I don't even know where to go on that, but a lot of kids play it, and they get the idea already of creating a virtual person. I would say like not person, a virtual character, and being able to use it on a daily basis and interact with other people. Right? They already been doing that for a while. Refugee.
Yeah, I'm responding to some
I'm gonna
DMs
check
here.
the comments. Uh, Let me know, guys, if you have any questions on security. Or actually, I want to know the comments. I did write down a question. What are the first 5 steps to take when entering the crypto space? Or I would say crypto investments. Comment, let us know what are the first 5 steps that people need to take. Let me know if you guys get it right. If you guys get all 5 right, I'll have something special. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let me check the Twitter in the meantime. Uh, Refugees retweeting our tweet, Refugee.
I retweeted that one already. So let's see here. Wait.
Okay. What are you laughing at?
Oh, 𝗖𝗧 says, "How do we prevent refugee from hacking me? Unplug your computer. Throw it out the window." Let's see. What are the first 5 steps? What are the first 5 steps to take when entering the crypto investment? So you're asking the people to answer the question?
Yeah. Let us know what they think it is or what they know it is, so we can add on to that. But Refugee, have you ever been hacked?
Just my credit cards, but those are phishing things. One of them I hacked back to Russia, but the other ones I really didn't care about because it wasn't a lot of money. But like I said, I'm protected. I've never been hacked though. Knock on wood. I've done some hacking.
Cephas, I'm free to
You're on mute.
receive new logos. I think you mean Saitama logo that's on the bottom left of the panel. If it's my logo, I also would love to accept new ideas and new logos. Please, community, let us know.
See.
But since that's bothering you, buddy, I'm gonna switch it up. Okay, is that better? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh, it is. I don't even know. Okay, there it is. Is that better for you, buddy?
There you go.
No new logo now, but I am happy to accept it.
Yeah.
Research, read the roadmap, analyze the utility, and must buy and sell tax. Who's the developers? No particular order. Almost, buddy. I think you forgot the most important ones. That's included as well. White paper don't. I don't only mean when you buy a token, right, or a coin. I mean in general. What are the first steps that you need to do when you ever think about buying any kind of tokens or coins? I'm gonna start with a hint for you guys.
Ty, do you have this list? I don't.
I mean, I don't have a specific list. I have a personal list.
Yeah.
But I don't have a specific list. No.
That's
I mean,
all
the first. I know the first one is pretty universal for everyone. So
Yeah, write down your seed phrase.
no, no. I think the first one should, never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's the first one. Very first. Understand what you can afford to lose and never invest more than you can afford to lose. You have to understand that before you make your very first investment.
Can I tell you that I never ever did that? I never only invested what I could afford to lose.
Oh, I need to invest more? What?
I always invest. I'm a high risk investor. So I like investing. Instead of me going out there and playing poker and gambling and all of that, I'd rather take some high risks investments.
And that's why I said that you have to understand for your personal. So you still aren't risking more than you can afford to lose, because emotionally you understand what you can afford to lose. If you're looking at it as a gamble, then and you understand that from the beginning, then that's okay. If you're looking at it more as an investment, then you'll look at it in a different light. It just depends. You have to understand your own personal risk, and that's the only way. So once everybody, that's different. Whereas I'm different. You like to just gamble sometimes. I do sometimes, of course. But that's, like I said, that's when you say, all right, I got a little bit of extra money. I'm going to do something. Try this and see. But that's when you really know there's a good chance.
When I go to the casino,
maybe I wouldn't even say extra money, but I've been that kind of person that coming out of nowhere. I would put it like that. And once you know where to come out of that, you need to, save what you might not be able to. I'm just gonna put it like that. So, like, let's say you would sell a car and buy a motorcycle so you can invest the other part of the money. I've done that before, and but I have always,
as long as you're selling off an asset,
investment, I knew at the end that if I did lose that, it's not like I wasn't gonna be able to eat. You know what I mean? So it's not like I was taking food out of my table to do it. But maybe I would lose a car, or maybe I would lose an apartment or whatever. So.
Well, perfect. Well, you don't want to ever sell off anything that's still owed or in debt. You always want to sell off something that's already an asset. But we can also go back to, there's other people in this world who have taken great leaps in investing into something that they believe. For a perfect example, CZ Binance, that opioid that came out a few months ago. He sold his $1 million apartment in Vancouver and started investing into BTC and all that stuff. And that's when it crashed, right? And he ended up losing $700,000 out of that thing. So he had $300,000 left. Well, he learned from that mistake of not knowing what he was doing, and he reapplied himself by creating an entire new blockchain, an entire new system for him to actually, thought that would work better. And he learned based off other blockchains and implemented what he thought he could do. With great risk. I mean, you got to take risks sometimes in order to get big rewards. And sometimes innovation is all about risks. Things that are not been done before, things that have not applied before, especially with crypto and tokenizations. That's lots of risk because that's a lot of money.
Can you guys hear this noise in the back or no? Okay, good. There's a lot of noise out here. There's a huge event going. I live near a place that has a lot of events, right? So, there's a lot of noise right now, fireworks and everything. But yeah.
So hold on here. Let's see, year 5. So never invest more than what you need. Write down your seed phrase. That's 2. Research your white page and understand the tokenomics of that particular project. What else is there? But the white page also
Write
includes, the
down
white
your
page is
seed
pretty sporadic.
phrases. Never click. Write down your seed phrases. Never click on any links.
Yep, never click on any links.
There's going to be more than 5 that are interchangeable. That's the
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
I mean, like,
Because a lot of them will fall under some of the very, so because I say do your own research at 3. That covers a lot of bases. That's pretty. But I emphasize your own research.
do your own research.
Your own research. That's my big thing. Is
always invest
don't
where
just
you
follow.
can afford to lose. What else, Ty? What else you got there?
Well, you said write down your seed phrase, and I said do not share your seed phrase. But those can all be those can both be tied together. Because you have to hold that. It just as much as important it is to write it down, it is to keep that what you have written down safe. I mean, those are because if you write it down and the wrong person gets it, you'd have been almost better off losing it.
And more the standard.
Please don't write it down on a piece of paper or on a notebook and be like, ask your girlfriend to hold it. Don't do it, because if one day you guys break up, then bye. So.
Let's see. Part of the DYOR is making sure that a standard now for the norm of the crypto world is that every single developer that's a part of a project is completely doxed, right? There's no more chances of risk of knowing who's who. And the thing is, with an identity and location, at least we can have some kind of repercussion with local authorities if there are any. But yeah, that's one of the most important parts of crypto too. For any crypto project is making sure that the devs are completely doxed and we know who they are and they know what we're doing. That way we know who we're dealing with. That's right.
Do your own research on the token, right? Know if it's a new project. Try to figure it out who's behind it. If you can, of course, always use the Rise Up Rug Screener. It would definitely help you out knowing where to invest, or at least if you shouldn't invest, right? I'm just going to put it like that. Not know where to invest, but know where you should invest, right?
It'll identify. So that's why I always say you have to know what your risk is, because it'll identify the red flags. It'll help you identify red flags that you need to do more research into. It also makes that research easier. So, but with those red flags, sometimes just the red flags alone for me, once I've learned the screener and I've learned how I view the screener and the red flags affect me in what way, I can know pretty quickly if I'm going to invest or not. And most of the time it's within the first few minutes. Now, honestly, at this point, I can do that with any of the scans also at this point, just because I know where to click and, and all that. It just doesn't put everything right there in front of me like the screener does, because I know those are things that I'm going to quickly understand. Just like I said, we've always said the contract creator. Always research the contract creator. Don't just, if it says they've only created one contract, make sure that, go back to the contract that created that contract and make sure it didn't, because, they're starting to learn, they're starting to move. But they still, at the same time, there's still plenty of them out there that are just, they're just mills and they're just shooting them out all day long. And you can catch them pretty quickly like that because they're not making those kinds of moves. So you can eliminate, a huge majority of the scams that aren't just, they're not even trying hard. They're just out there just throwing the information out there, hoping somebody snags it, So with just a little bit of research, you can save yourself a lot of money when it comes to scams, investing in tokens that were never designed to go beyond a few months, really.
Totally agree. What else would you do, Refugee?
The reg screener is a great tool. There's always going to be, you're never going to stop fake projects, scam projects, because everybody's always going to do something out there based off of language, spelling, and just completely misinformation. Not because somebody's stupid, because they just lack the information that this is the wrong one. Buying V3. Somebody coming on and not speaking English, and all they hear is Saitama, and then first thing they search is they see Saitama, it says V3. Well, you know what? That must be the newest thing. Let's buy that one instead. It'll never stop.
always, that's a good point. When you're gonna buy a token coin, whatever it is, always double check the address.
Yes, always triple check the address.
Yeah.
I
And
have,
in every
like I said,
situation, every time you do anything in crypto, double check the address.
I said, I have done pretty much almost all of the mistakes, and I have lost money because I went into a website that it was for swap, and when I got on there, I put in Saitama, and that's been like last year. That was recently, actually last year, and I've been on crypto space for a lot of years. But that day, I was just tired. I don't know what happened. I forgot to check the address. I went on the website. I'm like, Saitama, boom, clicked, bought it. And then I'm like checking out on my wallet. Then I'm like, oh man, please tell me I didn't buy the wrong address. And then that's when I figured out. But that day I was tired. So whenever you're going to invest, whenever you're going to buy something, make sure you're doing everything slow. Make sure you double check it. Make sure you definitely check the address. How do I check the address? 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧.com, check it, or riseup.com, right? Or is it Rise Up Official?
RiseUpFinancialOfficial.com.
Okay,
Right?
awesome.
Isn't it?
No, right,
And
rise up. For the website is
Yeah.
riseupofficial.finance.
Okay, sorry.
Riseupofficial.finance.
hold on, let me just put it down here. So that's the
Here's
one.
another important thing to crypto investing.
That's
Ask
the one?
questions.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so if you want to check the
But
contract,
not that dot. You got an extra
Yes.
dot. You got an extra dot between the two.
And he's missing an F.
Yeah, he is
Whoa.
missing an F too.
Hold on, so it's wrong. See,
It's
I don't know where- I don't
worldwide.web.riseup.
know where they're going, but don't connect your wallet. That's
Yeah.
all I gotta say.
Don't click on that link. Don't click on that link. It's riseup.official.finance. Yeah.
There you go.
so or you go to 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗓.com and you check the contract there or whatever token there is. You go to their website and you check the contract before you buy. You
Ask
can
questions.
experience many problems. Go ahead, refugee.
Yeah, ask questions. In crypto, especially with the advent of spaces and social media, ask questions. Even if you don't get into spaces, post your question up, tag the token, see if anybody responds. Ask and ask and ask away. Never hurts to ask anybody anything because hopefully you get an answer that's right to that answers your question and prevents you from entering a project that's going to make you lose your money. But that's probably the most important thing right there is ask. I hate asking. I'm a self-sufficient person, so I hate asking. But I also have to come to realization that, I'm not caught up to technology and especially crypto blockchain technology as I was, because like I said, I was stuck in a 9-to-5 job for decades. But catching up has been a lot of fun, learning a lot of different things in the way crypto is. And like I said, I can't emphasize it more. We see people all the time making mistakes by not asking a question. Preventing scams, preventing ripoffs, preventing from not getting your tokens from migration because you simply did not ask.
I think you need to be a sponge when it comes to, and I think that applies to almost anybody in crypto. You need to, because you can learn a lot of lessons from other people. Hey.
Hello, Miss Empress.
How you doing?
How
Good.
are you?
How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. How are you gentlemen doing? Sorry to interrupt you, Ty.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Good. How are
In
you?
the middle of nowhere. Boom.
Yeah.
What's up, Empress? How you doing?
I'm good.
Good to have
I'm
you here.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Hey, refugee, how's it going?
Good, Miss. How are you?
Doing well.
We were talking about security and going back to the basics, the first steps that people need to do to take care of their investment, from seed phrases to not clicking on links, to doing your own research, to double check the contract address when you're buying on the website, whatever it is. And what else did we say? Always make sure you write down your seed phrases and make sure you put it in a safe place. We were saying how you shouldn't just hand it to anybody, the seed phrases, right? A boyfriend, a girlfriend. Not that they just anybody, but in the future, you might want to make sure that either your parents, if you get a good relationship with them.
Ty, you know those GPS games? You know those GPS locator games from around the world? People travel
Yes.
and locate. Wouldn't it be awesome if somebody actually came up with a GPS game that would take years for somebody to complete and put in a certain amount of tokens of something in there, and the reward would be like 2-3 years later when everybody actually finally, like that'd be so dope right there to finally complete a GPS treasure hunt and then collect your seed phrases, right? Your seed phrase is everywhere you go. 12 different locations, 12 different seed phrases all over the world.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That would be fun.
A good point you made about those wallets, Junior. Actually, that happened to somebody I was trying to help this week. They contacted me because their tokens disappeared, or somebody was in the process of taking their tokens. And thankfully, he said that he was looking at one of my videos that shows how to disable tokens, and he was able to disable some of his tokens to prevent them from taking everything. So thank goodness for that. But unfortunately, this individual clicked. He thought he was talking to Russ. He was skeptical.
Again.
But he clicked on a link that he was sent. He was trying to figure out how did they gain access. So he went through, okay, what happened? Let's talk
that guy not use Twitter.
He clicked on a link. Yes. It's sometimes you let your guard down and you have to stay vigilant. You have to stay vigilant.
Yes. I was joking around, but you definitely touched on the key point. I was just telling the gentlemen here how I've been in crypto space for a few years, but last year I was in a day that I was very tired, and I went to buy my tokens because I'm that person. I never wait for the next day. I don't care the prices. Whenever I get the money, I just go there and buy it because I'm not in for the short run. I'm in for the long run. So it doesn't matter from today to tomorrow. Sometimes it does, but I never wait. Just go there and buy it, whenever I can. And I just wanted to go there and buy it, right? So when I went there to buy it, I went on a website. I was talking to my friend, and he was telling me how the gas fees were actually showing up better on the website. And I'm like, okay. So I went there to use it, and he did buy it. And then when I went to buy it, I put in 𝗖𝗧, and then I clicked on it and I bought it. And then when I was checking, I bought the wrong 𝗖𝗧. I did not check the address, so I bought the wrong 𝗖𝗧. Thank God it was not a big amount. It was something like weekly, monthly, whatever. And but yeah, that was I know that, and that was a stupid mistake for me. But that day I was very tired, so
what was that, Miss Empress?
A lot of people know better. It's just that at that moment, their mind may be somewhere else, not really fully.
Oh my God, I'm talking to Russ.
Yeah.
He had that moment. He was doubtful, but then he was thinking of, okay, well, I didn't give this person my seed phrase just in case, but he clicked on the link, and that's what did it.
I see a lot of the fail videos in real life that you see all the time on TikTok. I hear a lot of this in my mind when I listen to crypto. It's like, no, you just did not. Yes, you did.
Yeah, you don't want to get that song playing on your head, guys.
Yeah. Stuck in the head.
Yeah, it is definitely the worst thing. I mean, there's a few feelings that I would describe as the same. One, when you lose money, when you get hacked. Two, when you buy a token and you don't sell in all-time high, and then it goes down all the way to Three, when you sell a token, right after you sell it,
this one too.
Sell a token, then right after you sell it, that token just skyrockets. Those feelings right there, they're pretty much the same, man.
I have a security thing. Don't buy and sell tokens while you're in the shower day trading, because then you can and don't have two tokens that are named 𝗖𝗎 and 𝗖𝗧 at the same time on October 23rd on the big downslide, and you lose a buttload of tokens because you mistakenly bought 𝗖𝗎.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think anybody else is gonna do that, Ref.
I'm telling you, when they say eat, sleep, crypto, yeah.
When you
That
Shower.
share your deep experience, please make sure you keep out some details. We don't want to have the picture of you in the
you guys
shower.
wouldn't believe this, but every time I made a bad trade and I was losing, I would go into the shower to try to wash it off. This is bad juju.
Hey man, whatever works. Let me
That's
say a
right.
quick hi to Christine. Thank you so much, Christine.
Hey,
Lady
Christine.
Glam, Dowager, Cocaine.
Thank you so much for saying I'm looking very good tonight, as
Yes,
usual.
Junior, you look very handsome. So do you, Refugee and Ty. Loving your shirts.
Thank you.
I wish I had mine ready for tonight, but
It's okay.
Yeah, I wish Ty sent me mine, but he didn't send me. So
sometimes
You
those
didn't-
come
No,
children.
you didn't send. You sent me 0 addresses, so
well,
you get no shirts.
You don't
with
want to
0
dox your address, so that's
I
what
don't want to
happens.
give you my address, but send it to me.
Yeah.
I'll take his.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be Junior.
Would that make you feel better, Junior? If Empress wore your shirt, I'll send it to her.
He's gonna pass it off to Mr. Gonzalez.
I'll take a
He's gonna
break.
pass it on
I'll
to
change.
Gomez.
I'll be
Yeah.
Empress and then I'll be Junior. I'll switch it up.
There you go. Yeah.
You
Get a
guys
junior
have
dog.
any questions on security? Thank you, Christine, for saying that on your free will.
Cried it out over.
Um,
That actually fell into my number 5, because I said my number 5 was actually never rushed. So that kind of fell into a lot of what
Yeah.
you were all
Yeah.
talking about, because
Yeah.
if you need to be in the right frame of mind, because it is technical and you need to make sure you're doing it the right way. And anytime I've ever made a mistake, I've been rushed. I felt like I was rushed, and if it's a scammer, that's what they're after. They want to get you confused. And they want you, and even just making a mistake that's not a scammer mistake, just pressing the wrong button, that's also comes from being rushed.
we got an exception though, Ty. You got to rush if you see the prices on the lows.
Yes, you got it, but you should. I mean, it still should be a simple trade. I mean, if you start to do something, and try to do it in a way that is unfamiliar to you, then that's more what I'm talking about. If you're talking about selling a token that you already know and it's, you know how to do it, I'm not saying you can't do that, but at that point you don't feel rushed. It's, you understand it. You have foreseen it coming, not, unless you should have understood that it's coming at some point, if that's what you're after, if it's falling, it just depends, like I said, it's everybody's personal preference. It depends on how fast it's falling. It gets very personally technical.
Got a message from Pirata Refugee.
Hey, hi, Pirata. Hi, Ochila.
Peretta wants a shirt. You want a Rise Up shirt?
Okay.
Well, DM me and I'll get with Ty. You can take Junior's shirt. It'll just say Junior Flow on it.
Yeah, you can have one. I'll have the other.
I'll tell John. See, that's John, so I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Pirata, she has a YouTube channel as well, and
Okay.
she has a Twitter, and she does talk about NFTs and other subjects. Good member of the community as well.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
There's no app update. Everybody in the comments, Cole's just playing around.
Awesome.
Yeah, I gotta go check. Yeah, Lady Glam also
Everyone's
pointed out.
scrambling.
Yeah, Lady Glam pointed out, never connect your Wi-Fi when you're doing tradings, or for the most part, when you're doing trading, you shouldn't be having your trading platform on your whatever you're connecting to public access. Anyways, your trading platform is supposed to be at home on a turned off phone. You're supposed to practice what you preach, but a lot of us don't do that.
Yeah. Guilty.
Well, you learn from your mistakes, correct?
Yeah.
You hope you do. You hope you do. That's the important thing, is that you do learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are made, but if you learn from them, there's something that you can gain from it still in the long run.
Well, it's an expensive mistake when you lose your entire wallet.
Yeah,
regardless, regardless whether you it's self-fault by losing your seed phrase or not remembering your sign-on or any of that stuff, or actually clicking on the link, but just scams and stuff like that too, by somebody picking up on your. I mean, they got keyloggers for phone now, so you can clone the phone and keylog your phone nowadays over Bluetooth. But like I said, Bluetooth is we're on Bluetooth 5.0. The technology on Bluetooth 5.0 is getting way more secure. Nothing's been. I do know that I read an article with Ledger that their Bluetooth interface has not been hacked ever, and it's a safe and secure way to have a Bluetooth cold wallet. Ledger.
Awesome.
Byron just said she wants a Rise Up shirt. She said she's wearing when she talks.
Nice.
Tell her to get with
By the
Refugee.
way, she also.
Tell her to get with, like Refugee said, go ahead and get with Refugee, and if you can, pass along the information to me.
Follow Ty and Rise Up.
Or
I think you're probably already following from the other lives, but if you're not, follow him. And she also made another comment, which is very legit. I make my VPN ping my house. Tech nerd power. Yes, I use VPNs.
That's because she's on house arrest. It has to ping back to her house. Why didn't I think of that? You could probably make a house arrest token to where it pings back, a VPN token to where it pings back to your house everywhere you go.
I don't rely on VPNs, but I always use it.
So I use it when I do trading. I do it when I'm looking at different things. Other than that, I look at my wallet and that's it for a balance, and I close it out. Personally, I myself am into security as far as internet protocol, internet security and VPNs and all the stupid security stuff that Visa and MasterCard and American Express make you do monthly. We do back-end tests on our network every single month to make sure that every credit card transaction is locked up and safe.
Security question for you guys from Junior Flow before I forget.
Hey, newbies here. Tokenize the comment section. We will be rich.
Split it
Is
4
it
ways.
safe to say that when you have your token staked, you shouldn't worry about losing your tokens, getting hacked?
Well, you still can. You can still compromise. You can still have your wallet compromised. It's just when that staking, and it's more or less timing, whether you're facing a bot that's compromised you or a human. A human's going to have to time it right. A bot's going to be able to see when your tokens are refilled, and especially if you have ETH in there. That's what they use for gas, depending on what token and what blockchain you use. Make sure they don't have enough gas in order to transfer that out. It is a security layer, but it's not a 100% guarantee, because you may be sleeping when your tokens unlock, and somebody may be there ready for your tokens to transfer out.
Yeah,
for
but
the
during
most part, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say during the period when it's locked, then they don't have access to it.
Yeah, and that's a great thing, because if you do realize that your wallet is compromised, that gives you ample time in order to prepare yourselves, whether taking ETH out or getting ready to send ETH in or creating a brand new wallet. Another backdoor security thing is make sure to create a backup wallet that you have access to 100% of the time. In the world of crypto, scams happen literally in milliseconds, right? And sometimes, if you're lucky enough, you are able to mitigate that and mitigate the loss by transferring those tokens out into another wallet that hasn't been compromised. So always have a secondary wallet that is ready to go at all times in case you do get compromised, so that you can transfer immediately.
And I'm not sure if this was mentioned as yet, but when establishing a new wallet, it's good to get into the habit of testing it out. Test out your seed phrase to make sure that it works before you start buying tokens to put on there. So when you create the wallet, delete it, or in theory, I guess you could either delete it and then put it back on the same one, or upload it.
Delete the wallet.
You can do that before you load it, of course. Or just upload it to like Trust Wallet or MetaMask, and if it loads properly, then you know your seed phrase works. So just make sure that it works. You don't want to find yourself into trouble after the fact.
And inform.
Is there a way of canceling your wallet?
I'm sorry?
Is there a way of canceling your wallet, like deleting
Yes.
your wallet?
Yes. On Trust Wallet, you can delete your wallet. On MetaMask, you can delete your wallet. On 𝗖𝗧, you can log out, and that will remove your wallet.
Wait, on
But
𝗖𝗧, if you log out, it's gonna
you would
remove your wallet?
still retain access to the wallet with your
Maybe
seed
in the
phrase.
update they fixed it, but in the first version, if you log out, that's it. Your wallet's gone. You have to recreate it.
Yeah, you have to re-import your seed phrase in 𝗖𝗧mask or
That's no
𝗖𝗧pro.
solution.
Yeah, but you'll
It is-
still have access to your wallet. You'll just have to
Mhm.
re-import the seed phrase, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh,
I do
okay,
believe-
that's
Your wallet is held on the blockchain. So
Exactly.
great.
I do believe MK said in the space that they might leave it that way because of a security feature. Right now, with most of our phones that we use, have a authentication, whether it be through fingerprint or facial recognition or a PIN code. That would be a secondary security layer right there, because if somebody wipes your phone after they steal it, then they have absolutely no access without that seed phrase. So I would keep it that way.
My opinion on that is, not that anybody asked me for it, but I still have an opinion anyway. I think they should rename it so that it's clear, because when I log out of an application, I expect to be able to log back in and still have access to what I needed. So I don't mind the function being available, but rename it to delete wallet or something like that, so that it sets the expectations of the user accurately.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
And Cephas pointed out that the security door not used is any charging cable that's not yours. That's right. I've heard of cables that will.
Really?
There are cables that
I'm never going to borrow another cable again. I do that all the time. Excuse me, do you have a cable? In Publix, hey, do you have a cable? I'm not. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's always going to be a way. Somebody will always find a way to hack or to steal or to scam somebody, whether it be a technological hack or a psychological hack, right? It's going to happen. Where there's money, there's always going to be. It's always going to happen. It's always going to be there. And what do? Security always has to evolve. That's why we're into Web3 now. So the protocols of Web3 and the way that it functions is more secure, especially for the financial adoption that we're getting ready to have. So we're going to be talking about security for the rest of our lives.
It's something that we have to consider every single day. Every day we have to be vigilant all the time. Don't just take for granted, oh, they're supposed to know. No, they need reminders every day, as often as we can remind them.
Another security thing I heard in a space that earlier was that a gentleman was helping somebody, an elderly person, with investments. But after these past few months of getting 𝗖𝗧pro or 𝗖𝗧mask open back up to retrieve their seed phrase, that person simply didn't know. If you're a friend of somebody that got into investing and you keep up to date with what's going on with your project, make sure to inform everybody else too, so that they stay up to date. Especially the elderly people who aren't technologically online and on social media every single day. Make sure to keep them up, because those are the people we're trying to recruit as well too. And if they see that they can't keep up with the technology of crypto investing, they're never going to touch it. It's just not something that you're used to, and most people will shy away from something that they don't understand.
Very true indeed. And Heather has a very good point as well, Junior, if you want to put that up.
Disconnect any wallet from anywhere that you're always connecting to. Every time you see something connect, make sure you log out. Make sure you log out and log back in every single time.
Absolutely.
A lot of people will leave their one browser open and stay connected to a wallet while they go visit other web pages. Well, you never know what these web pages have running in the background for the script, right? They may be key logging and going back and forth. And you're muted, 𝗖𝗧. You're muted, 𝗖𝗧.
Sorry. I was saying they may not even know what they have running in the background of their script. I mean, you could, that's the thing. You could, just like what you were saying before, if they want to get it, they will get it. You have to protect yourself in every way that you can to make it as hard as possible, because let's be honest, they're going to go after the easiest fish to catch, not the hardest, because they can catch a whole bunch of people who just aren't paying attention. You know, so if you're one of the ones that is, it makes it harder for them to catch you. So, you know, mistakes can happen. Most of the things that happen, any hack, most of them happen is a human error. The majority, I don't remember what the exact number is, so I don't want to quote it, but it's a pretty high majority of hacks come down to human error.
I would say almost 90%.
Yeah. Something that we did. It was not just some brute force attack that just attacked our computer off of nothing we did wrong. It just got in. It's something we clicked. We made it easy for them, you know, because at some point the juice has to be worth the squeeze. They can't put that much towards every single, just going after just anybody.
Yeah,
you know?
It's got to be
so
worth their while.
Exactly. So it's easier to have somebody click a link that may interest them, that they know that, okay, if this is a crypto link, these people probably have crypto. You know?
You could do an Instagram or a Twitter. You can make a fake Instagram or Twitter, and those the raffles that people buy, enter to win this, enter to win that. I mean, you can spend 6 months trying to give away this, but look how many people are going to click on it. Even if somebody knows that it's a scam and they report it as a scam, how many more people are out there actually clicking on it, not knowing that it's a scam?
Yeah. Gotta be
the
careful.
potential right there is still there. So yeah, there's scams in every way possible. Yeah.
Empress, question for you. Are you excited for 𝗖𝗧 Realty tomorrow?
Naturally, I am. New listing, hooray! I'm ready.
Yeah. MEXC.
We had a nice little pump today. I'm looking forward to see what happens tomorrow.
We've been having
start.
nice bumps, right? People be taking a lot of profits as well. I haven't taken any profits with 𝗖𝗧 Realty. And I've seen prices going up and down, but I haven't taken any profits because I'm in for the long run. I don't want to take the odds of selling and then buying less tokens. So I'm just holding. But I see the prices going up. I'm excited because when we got listings, and then even though if the prices go up and then down, but that still means that we have more holders, new users. And that means, the project is growing and people are always going to take profits eventually, so it doesn't matter. So I'm excited as well for 𝗖𝗧 Realty tomorrow. Pirate, I don't know what you're talking about. Mine doesn't have the download packs. Don't store anything because I'm not a hacker jerk. I do it for learning capability. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about the cables? I don't think so. Are you?
Hey, Lady Glam.
Lady Glam is saying also check out two-factor authentication and multiple passwords. Yes.
Yes. Most wallets will lead you towards two-factor authentication. Sorry, because in most cases it's in their best interest, obviously too. For a wallet to get hacked, whether it's your fault or not. Whether somebody gets a hold of your phone, gets a hold of this, gets a hold of that, just make sure just makes it just that much harder. Just like I said, we'll probably go to more. To be honest, as more crypto gets brought into it, it'll be far more secure than what it is now, which will, in some cases be a hindrance. But you got to understand that protection is something that's worth it. They will always make it more difficult, so they will always move towards a way to crack it. So we will constantly have to move security-wise. So just be prepared.
Put up a good fight, guys. Don't make it easy for them.
Yep. Always fight. Always do what you can to protect yourself. And at least at the end of the day, you can know you did your best to protect yourself, because that's what hurts the worst, is when you do something that you know so terribly when you did it. As soon as you do it, that was a mistake, and it comes back and bites you in the ass. Bites you in the butt. And it is just it's a horrible feeling. That's the worst feeling, to know that you could have done something better and you didn't. So, just do the best you can. And keep moving, and like I said, try to make sure you don't have more in there that you can't afford to lose. Now, you're always going to have maybe it spread out amongst, but just try to be careful with everything in a way that you're not going to leave yourself completely empty.
Yeah, if you don't know what that feeling feels like to lose, just listen in on somebody else telling you about them losing or getting hacked, and multiply that by like 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard not to feel sorry, not to empathize for these people. But at the same time, without positive and negative reinforcement of telling them, hey, you messed up, you should have did this, you should have done that, you know, they're never going to learn. I mean, like they literally say the best way to learn is to mess it up yourself, right? Because then the propensity to do it again is very nil. But you can't help but feel sorry for these people and wish that you could have taught them or educated them a little bit better to where they didn't have to go through this experience. But yeah, it just sucks. I hate listening to it. I can't stand listening to people lose, because you know it sucks, because we know how much people have been putting into our particular projects and what they've been put through. And considering the current market, you know, there's the strains of the of your mental capacity to bear this bear market dwindles as the days go on. Especially when the charts start sliding. So that's another thing in security too, is your mind. A strong mind and education is going to help you to control those emotions in these big swings up and down, up and down. If you can understand why the charts and why the company and why the prices are doing what they're doing, then that will ultimately help you mitigate and subside some of these fears and concerns you may have for any particular project you're invested into. As long as you know that the company is moving forward and developing things at the same time, it's progress. Even when somebody fails or somebody learns that it's not the right way to do it, it's still progress, because we learned something today, right? That's not the way to do it. So,
guys, I'm gonna have to head out soon to go back to work. Believe it or not, I have an event going on tonight.
What's work?
I have to attend. Yeah, I have an event going on tonight that I have to attend. So
a banquet.
I'm actually late. But that's my commitment to the channel, so it's okay. Let's play a game, man. Let's play a game from
0 to 60. You said you're late, but you want to go to 60 instead of 50. Okay, you're bold.
Yes, because I want to give somebody 2 chances, and we have 30 people live.
All right, let's see here. Let's go to the private comment section.
So starting now. Make sure you only have 2 chances, okay? Pick a number and see if you're the winner.
Hold on, has anybody picked the number yet?
No. I'm still looking in the private chat. I see nothing.
Yeah, me neither. And go, start guessing. Start guessing.
I was actually getting.
I'm kidding, Danny. Take that back.
I'm actually getting the music on.
Wait, we haven't started yet. We don't even know what the number is.
Oh, that's a Brazilian mix. I don't know if that mix is good. Just letting you guys know.
Hey, dude,
I pick a number from 0 to 60.
Okay. Cool.
On the private chat, please.
Not on the main one.
Don't lip it too. I can read lips. He said 54. Cover your mouth. I can hear it. I can see your lips moving the number.
He's like 1, 4.
You know, that's one number off what I was going to tell. I was going to pick one number lower. So, okay. We'll start. We'll start off. Danny, that is incorrect. Bryce, that is incorrect. Sutone, nope, there's no 0. You can guess again. 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗛, 21. Daniel, 55. Nope. 808, 10. Nope. Bryce, 56. Nope. 24. Nope.
So let's get down.
Bryce,
you guys
number
can private chat. That's only for yes.
Danny, number 23. Nope. Sutone, nope. 36. You gotta wait for next round if nobody guesses this round. All right, who else wants to come up here and guess? Come on, people.
Can I guess?
Did you slow down the chat? Did you slow down the chat, Junior? Okay.
Nope.
Danny, that's your 3rd guess, so you'll have to time out for a second. Daniel, 38,
time out,
negative. Danny. Truth, 55, nope. Peretta, 42, nope. Bryce, number 13, no. Lady Glam, 59, negative.
Well, let me make it easy for you guys. From 0 to 50.
0 to 50. You can guess again. 21, again, nope. 808, guess again. Daniel, number 1 is not correct.
Come on, Ty. Woo! Let's go.
Wait, do we need some disco lights in here?
Daniel,
Sure.
no, it's not number 1. Refugee got the lights on.
Let's see.
I have lights on as well, Refugee. Look.
15.
Not 15, not 37, not 45, not 49, not 8, not 15, not 10, not 21.
Sorry, Daniel, not 10. Cephas! No, sorry, not 21.
41, nope. Both of y'all, number 11.
Pyretta and Lady Glam, sorry, nope.
Number 12, somebody already guessed number 12. That's negative.
You guys are not checking the number that people
30,
say.
nope.
Number 30 is not correct. Number 42 is not correct. Number 32 is not correct. Number 8 is not correct. 10 to 50. Number 32 is not correct once again. Number 13 is not
Dowager,
correct.
7, sorry, not correct.
Cephas, quit telling us your age. +5. Bryce, negative. Nope, not 14. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody was really, really close. 8 comments up. 14 is not it. 1 is not it. 46 is not it.
Really, really close, huh?
18 is not it. 39 is not it. Number 3 is not it. Number 14 has been said 5 times now. Not it. 11, not it, Miss Ruru. Or Ruru. Lady Glam, 15, negative. Heather, 44, nope. Bryce Miranda, 40, no. Saitama, 808, number 2, no. Let's see.
Daniel, sorry, nope, not 19.
Jesus, you guys are slow tonight.
Yeah.
Truth says he knows it's 19. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not.
No.
Bryce, 39, nope, sorry. Jean, no. I think somebody said 1 a few times. It's still not 1, guys. Not 6 either. Saitama, 808. Cephas, it's not 50.
It is a hidden number.
It's not 11 plus 11 either, my friend. My brother.
It's a square root of 1,156.
Come on, guys.
Just kidding, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a square. It's a square root of 1,156. Let's see if anybody knows how to use a scientific calculator, Ty. Not 49, not Lady Glam, not Bryce, not Truth, not 808.
49ers, nope, sorry. Cool.
Nope, not 20, not 44. Nope. Square root of 1,156. If you have an iPhone, all you have to do is turn it sideways.
Sorry, Danny, it's not 44.
Nope.
Saitama,
Nope.
808. It is not 32.
Wow, you guys are getting very close.
Yeah, very
Close-ish.
close.
Danny, 30, nope.
I would be going, like
Very
the
close.
23. I would be going like Bob
Ruru,
Barker, the high-low game.
I mean, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
Good job, Ty.
If I was the house, I'd be killing it right now. There it is.
After Bryce's 14th guess, after Bryce's 14th guess, he finally guessed. Yeah, square root of
Congratulations.
1,156.
Hey Siri, what's the square root of 1,056?
1,156.
The square root of 1056 is approximately 32.4961.
Hey Siri, what's the square root of 1,156?
32, refugee.
You just said 32.4961, actually.
My volume was down,
Okay.
so you couldn't hear. We've already guessed.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Bryce. Yes,
Twitter,
Bryce, you won.
DM
Bryce
me on
won.
Twitter so you can get your NFT. Congratulations. And thank you everyone who came in tonight. Thank you, Ty, once again with the Rise Up team. Always sharing a lot of knowledge for our community. Always helping the new investors and new members of all of the communities. I can even say from our communities, from all of the communities. The Rise Up team is for those of you who don't know, Rise Up is a token, right? Their website, let me put it up again. It's riseupofficial.finance.
It's a
Okay.
token based on BSC,
Yes,
right?
the token is based on BSC.
Available
But, you know,
on
if you-
Pancakes.
Pancake swap, correct? Yes. So, if you have any questions, just basic blockchain questions or anything like that, reach out to us. We'll do the best we can to answer them, or at least point you in the right direction to someone who is more knowledgeable in that specific area. What we want to do is just make sure that everybody gets educated. We think that that's the most important thing as we move forward, is to educate as many people as possible so that we know as a group what kind of decisions we're making and how we're moving forward and how we want this to move forward. Because the more control we have, the less they have an excuse to take it away from us, for our quote own good. And some of it's not wrong. It's a good argument. So you have to, don't give them the argument. That's the one thing you can do, is protect yourself and be educated. But like I said before, crypto's coming. Whether you invest in it or not, you need to learn about it. You need to learn about it.
By the way, Thursday we should have on the Wolfpack Roundtable a very special guest from Solid Block. They should be on the channel with us, sharing knowledge and talking about everything that's going on with the project. And we're going to be talking about Seder Pro as well. So make sure you guys are there, and should be interesting, new information, right? So it's good to have. But like I was saying before, thank you so much, Ty, the Rise Up team. For those of you who are wondering, that's the Rise Up website that you can go there and check. They also have, which for myself, I think that's like their biggest help catalyst. I would say like that. It's the rug screener. It's very, very cheap. And for those of you who are new investors, I would definitely try to check that out before you buy any investment, right? Go on the website and check it, and you should see it, what it is all about. Refugee, thank you so much, man, once again for showing up on the channel, for supporting the channel, our channel. Empress, thank you so much. By the way, all of you, if you can, drop down a like in this live, of course. And if you're not following Empress Education, make sure you're following. And make sure, what is that, Ty's Twitter?
Ty for Rise Up.
I read it right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. And the Twitter, make sure you're following our guests as well for Rise Up. Okay, here's his Twitter. Make sure you're following all of us, Empress, Saitama Empress, Refugee, Junior Flow, and Ty on Rise Up, and the Rise Up Twitter. Thank you all that have been participating. Time went by really, really fast, actually. It's already been an hour and 20 minutes. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good content was discussed tonight, and it's always good to refresh people on how to behave on crypto and how to be secure. And of course, like I said before, none of this is financial advice. Make sure you always do your own research. Everything that I say here and all the members, I think everything that Ty say as well, right, Ty? It's not financial advice. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Empress. Thank you, Ty. Thank you.
Bryce is like, did I actually win? Yes, you did, Bryce. Congratulations.
He asked twice already.
You won. You're a winner, buddy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good night. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Night, everyone.
Have a good
Good
one.
night, everybody.
Ty, hold on. I got a question for you after.